For the assessments that were in more exam-like conditions, I was scoring C6, E8, or even D7 at times. Eventually I got B3 for my O-level bio. Although bio was a subject I'm interested in, I still did not understand why I was scoring like very low grades. Personally, I think I struggled with the keywords, knowing what keywords to put in my answer, and which allows me to score marks. Sometimes the textbook would be very thick and there's a lot of information that's not tested in the examinations. So what I struggled with was sieving out the relevant and important information from the textbook. For answering questions, I felt that I was answering irrelevant information. I wasn't exactly answering the question, which is why I sought like ThatBioTutor for help to answer questions properly. After I joined ThatBioTutor, it definitely increased the level of interest I had towards biology, because ThatBioTutor will provide some notes and also some questions which has a very clear structure of how to phrase the answer. I believe that the notes that BioTutor provided has a very clear structure. It's not lengthy, it's within what I can memorize. So that's what helped me improve my bio. What I really like about ThatBioTutor is that he will answer questions really fast, like faster than my school teacher would answer. Yeah, and the way he answers is to the point. Then he'll directly answer the question that I have. Definitely gives me a better understanding of the bio content I struggle to understand. And I also like the fact that sometimes he'll use analogies to explain certain bio concepts so that not only it sticks into our brain, it helps us link between the information. One analogy that I remember is the analogy of the socks during mitosis, in the topic of mitosis. It definitely helped me remember the bio content, even though I did not really study each of the topics properly. He gives us tips that not only we can apply in biology, but we can apply it in life in general for our future. I felt that it really gives me clearer understanding on how I can figure out life and how I can figure out my future. For example, in what to do next in junior college and poly. So he would give these relevant tips that would help us to make a more informed decision. If you never try, you never know. So if you are feeling skeptical but yet you want to join ThatBioTutor, I would suggest that you start out by attending the free consultations that BioTutor offers. And after that, you can roughly make a decision on whether you want to join as a student, which I would highly recommend. Yeah, I didn't have any regrets joining ThatBioTutor, and yeah, I would definitely recommend you future batch of students to join him. Yeah, it will benefit you in the long run. I feel like my experience in ThatBioTutor was something that was enjoyable, because aside from the fact that the way he teaches lessons is quite different from how school teachers would teach, I also got to know quite a few people that are attending his tuition, and it's definitely an eye-opening experience. I got to know different people and how they study bio, and yeah, basically how they answer questions also. So there was definitely mutual learning taking place. Yeah. So when I joined ThatBioTutor, I was able to learn from other people as well as learn from Mr. ThatBioTutor. My advice would be, don't waste your time doing mindless scrolling on the internet. I think something that other people don't know as I was studying for O-levels is that I would say that I was pretty distracted by social media and some games on the internet. Like there was a time I really loved to play the Jetpunk games. I would say don't waste your time doing mindless scrolling. Instead, focus on what you can improve on before the O-levels as much as possible. I felt that during lessons that BioTutor will ask us some questions, content-related questions. It definitely pushes students like myself to memorize the content, be it from previous topics or topics that he is going to teach. And I believe that helped me strengthen my foundation in terms of understanding of content. And yeah, I felt that that was really great. And on top of that, there's also practical related tips, which I felt that was really helpful when I do biology practicals in real life. This is a method that I felt really worked like throughout my secondary school years. So what I would do is I would repeatedly copy down the information that I need to revise. And afterwards, I would try to memorize it as best as I can, trying to write out the keywords that I felt was important. Yeah, and I would just do it repeatedly and repeatedly. So if I'm not wrong, this method is called blurting. Yeah, it definitely challenges you to remember the information and content that you are learning. In conclusion, my study method would be to repeatedly write out the accurate answers that is needed for you to ace the exam.